Hello. Welcome to First Dog on the Moon's Spoken Cartoons with your host, First Dog on the Moon. That's me. Today's cartoon is about pets. It was published in The Guardian on the 19th of September 2025. It is a 6-frame cartoon, so it's quite long. It also has a little heading, so let's get started. The first frame, or the heading I should say, has a picture of a labradoodle down the bottom. It's wagging its extremely fluffy tail, and the text reads, "Every day. Every day it is like this now. Despair and grief at every turn as the world collapses. It seems nothing can help us ease our way through life except maybe a doodle." Brackets, Maple the rescue labradoodle to be specific. Close brackets. And as I said, I've drawn Maple the labradoodle underneath that text, and Maple is saying snacks, and she has an extremely fluffy tail, which she is happily wagging. On to our first frame, which includes an image of an enormous machine which appears to be doing some sort of assessment of a dog. The text at the top reads, "Breaking. A recent survey of Australian pet owners discovered that not only do people love their pets, those same pets are all very good boys and or girls." The machine has a big dial on it and a label that says Petalizer. And the options on the label are goodest, very good, good, bad, wretched, or golden retriever. The machine is pointing to goodest. The lights are flashing and it's saying ding, ding, honk, because it appears to have decided that the dog in question is the goodest dog. And underneath that, the text reads, "We love our pets, and why wouldn't we? They're not out there deliberately ruining the planet. They just want cuddles, treats, and throw the ball, throw the ball." After the word planet, there is an asterisk, and that takes us down to the bottom of the cartoon, which says, "Unless you let your cat outside." So they're not out there deliberately ruining the planet unless you let your cat outside. On to the next frame. These days, almost 75% of Australian households have a pet or two. It's usually a dog, unless it's a cat or a fish, bird, lizard, ferret, carrot. And there is an image from left to right, a fish, a dog, a nice orange cat, a purple bird, a rat, a carrot, and a lizard. And under that it says, "More people than ever are waking in existential horror at 4 a.m. and reaching out to clutch their snoring Labrador for comfort, or is that just me?" And I've drawn a snoring Labrador next to that text, and it's it's very cute. All right, we're on to frame 3 now. An image down the bottom of a whole bunch of pets, and the text reads, "Australians spend billions of dollars every year buying little hats for our Shih Tzus, so we can't be all bad. For example, my own pet owning qualifications include, but are not limited to, 3 large rescue dogs, Labrador, Border Collie, Labradoodle, 3 chickens, 2 sheep, and an insouciant bandicoot who comes and goes as it pleases." And the image from left to right is in fact of Maple, a Labradoodle, Stella, a black Labrador, Jock, Border Collie, 3 chickens, Tammy, Loretta, and Maybelle, 2 sheep, Gently and Adele, and a funny picture of an insouciant bandicoot. And I got the colour on those sheep's faces wrong. It's a bit yellow. But anyway, frame 4 is broken up into 3 sections. The first section, Australia's most popular dog breeds are Labradoodle, Cavoodle, Golden Retriever, Shih Tzu, Schnitzel, Woozle, Border Collie, Staffy. And there's a picture of a blue Staffy looking very happy and wagging its tail. Then, part 2. Our most popular dog names are Lucy, Donald, Albo, Himmler, Stinky Gwen, Mr. Trousers, Bob, Pinky, and Wawa. And I've drawn a scruffy-looking purple dog that, well, it's wagging its tail, and it's probably called Wawa. Then finally, Australia's most popular cat breed, it just turned up at our house, and there is a cat. Frame 5, it's not all fun and games, though. Cost of living means some people are unable to take care of their pets the way they would want. Medicare for Pets would fix that. And under that, I've drawn a puppy, a healthy puppy. It's glowing with health. And it says, imagine pets and dental added to Medicare. But there's someone over on the right. I've drawn a pink person who says, but that's socialism. They're freaking out. Underneath all of this, I've written, it would also help veterinary suicide rates, which continue to be very high. Please be especially nice to everyone at your local vet. They face sadness every day that you cannot imagine. And I've drawn a small cat. It's just a little public service announcement there. Frame 5, the final frame, I've drawn a small person and an enormous pig. Anyway, the text reads, climate change aside, our love of pets is mostly a good news story. 86% of owners saying their pets have positively impacted their lives, and the other 14% thought they were getting a teacup pig, but it was actually a regular-sized pig, and those are huge. And then it says, I still reckon it would be pretty good though, and that does explain why the enormous pig is wearing an Adopt Don't Shop t-shirt, and there's a little love heart. And that is the end. This has been First Dog on the Moon's Spoken Cartoons. I've had a lovely time. I hope you have. Please like and subscribe or do whatever it is you're supposed to do. Sorry about the production values. I'm still figuring out what I'm doing here with YouTube, but I also don't care. Thanks for your time.